Hello and welcome to Forever Rugby on Forever Sport for today's preview as the Dragons take on the Stormers in the first day of round 4 of the United Rugby Championship. 2 half-past-8 kickoffs tonight, both featuring South African sides as Dragons host Stormers whilst Ulster host the Lions. We'll be doing a live watch-along of Ulster versus the Lions. We put a poll out and after almost 200 votes, it was pretty much split right down the middle. As a Lions fan, I thought we were going to do the Lions game because we've also already missed a Lions game where we haven't missed a Stormers game as of yet. So that is the plan for tonight. But in terms of this game, we will be keeping an eye out on this game, obviously. And it should be an interesting opportunity for the Stormers, who are currently the only South African side not to have gotten a victory so far in the United Rugby Championship, despite playing quite well at some stage. They had a very nice opening period, even opening half up against Munster, and probably did enough last week to try and beat Edinburgh, but sort of threw away that lead against Benton in the first game. So it's kind of been a case of close but no cigar for the men from Cape Town. And it's been a massive week, obviously, for Western Province Rugby after SA Rugby officially placed them in, under administration earlier this week. Zalp Maria, the current CEO, sort of hit back and sort of said that, no, we had funding and stuff like that. But I think we can all agree that it's past been the time that SA Rugby have had to intervene. And John Dobson was quite positive about the situation yesterday, saying that they've been focused to just we've been told to just focus on the rugby itself. Leave the boardroom politics. SA Rugby will sort that out, and the Stormers just need to worry about putting on performances on the pitch. It is the last game before all the SA Rugby sides return to South Africa, so a big opportunity to really sort of empty the tank, have a full go before getting a couple of weeks off and getting ready to go for the rest of the season. And there's a debut for today for the Stormers. Couple of the changes as well. It's a nice team, actually. I really like some of the players that are playing. And before we sort of go into the team themselves, please do smash a like on the video and subscribe to the channel as well. We'll start with the Dragons side. Haven't watched as much sort of the Dragons as we probably want to, but a couple of really good players, especially in the sort of loose trio. A couple of Welsh squad members after the squad was announced earlier this week. Obviously, the Springboks will be taking on Wales in their first game of the end of year tour on the 6th of November. So worth watching these sort of URC games, seeing how the Welsh players are playing and sort of what sort of form they're all in. In the front for the Dragons will be Greg Bateman, Elliot D and Misaki Doge. In the second row, we'll have Will Rowlands and Ben Carter. And then it's sort of the loose trio that really excites me. Ross Moriarty, Tane Basham, and Aaron Wainwright. Massive fan of Ross Moriarty. Brings a lot of physicality, lots of hard work. He's a very, very nice player. And we should sort of see quite a lot of him for Wales as well in the coming future. Then Gonzalo Petronillo, the Argentine scrum half, a very big fan of it. I thought he really did grow into the Rugby Championship. He will be making his debut for Dragons today, so brilliant to have a starting Argentine fly half as your, scrum half as your starting option. He's next to Sam Davies at fly half. In terms of the back line, the 2 wings will be Jordan Aluafela and Jonah Holmes in the middle, Anovan Owen and Jack Dixon in the centres, and Jordan Williams at full back. Off the bench for the men from Wales, Taylor Davies, Aki Seela, Chris Coleman, Joe Davies, Joe Maximi, Ollie Griffiths, Roger Williams, and Josh Lewis. Now, for the Stormers, there is a debut in the number 6 jersey for Junior POKOMELA, who has gone down and joined the Stormers for the URC from the Cheetahs. A massive fan of him. I think without injuries, I think he could be one of the sort of standout loose forward in the country. Kind of goes a little bit under the radar because unfortunately he sort of has been in and out of teams. But he's a very, very nice player, is Junior POKOMELA. And I think the loose trio for Stormers continues to be a very, very powerful and a big key sort of asset for John Dobson and his coaching staff. In the front row, they've gone with sort of continuity. Brock Harris going into Benny and letting Bashir continue to start. Brock Harris, that experience he's bringing has been absolutely immense on tour, and they'll be hoping that it'll be just the thing they need tonight. Ernst van Rijn, Salman Murat, obviously the co-captains, 2 very promising young second rows. I'm a huge fan of Salman Murat. I think that he is a Springbok in the making. I think it's only a matter of time before he does get that call-up, if he can get this sort of extended run of games. And then Junior POKOMELA is joined by Willie Engelbrecht and Evan Roos. Very nice players. Willie Engelbrecht as well, very versatile, can play across the back 3, very good strong ball carrier. Then Evan Roos, we know all about him. He's very explosive, loves to have ball in hand, loves to sort of make sort of bring a lot of physicality to the side. Stefan Unger is back after a bit of an ankle injury, and he partners Mani Liebach. A very exciting combination. You've got the tactical nous of Stefan Unger with the sort of very attacking X-Factor style of Mani Liebach. Edwin van der Merwe, Leon Zas will bring a lot of pace to the attack. It's a new centre pairing in Dan du Plessis and Ruan Null. I'm a massive fan of Dan du Plessis. I think he is probably the best of the 4 centres the Stormers currently have. And then Warwick Gelant, who is playing some pretty tremendous rugby at fullback. Has to be on the radar for a buckle up at the end of your tour. He's just playing too well not to. Off the bench, JJ Kotze, Quenzo Blosser and Sazi Sandi. Very, very impressed to see how quickly Sazi Sandi seems to be getting grip getting to grips with sort of the standard of rugby. It took a while for him to kind of break through and have a chance at this level. But, with every game, he's bringing a lot of physicality off the bench. He's got a very nice set of hands. Jerry Kotz is also a very nice young player. Justin Masson and Marcel Tennyson will cover the rest of the scrum. And there's a lot of pace in the likes of Paul de Vet. Tim Swiel will looking to come and try and sort of see out the end of the game. And Jean de Jong brings a wealth of experience and X factor off the bench in the number 23 jersey as well. It should be quite a difficult game for the Storms, but definitely one which I think if they pitch up and play the type of rugby we know they are capable of, they can definitely have a go at Dragons. At the end of the day, the next time they are in action is, sort of 7, almost 8 weeks' time. They're playing right at the end of November. So they really can go all out, leave it all on the field today, and then take a bit of a break, come back and have sort of that mini preseason before they head over at this stage to Italy to play those 2 games remaining of the year. And then they'll be back in January. Let me know what your score predictions are down in the comments below. Smash like on the video and subscribe to the channel as well. My name is Steven. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll chat to you soon.